Dynamics at play right now, it reminds me so much of what former House Speaker John Boehner and Majority Leader Eric Cantor had to go through just a few years ago. And it was that fracture between the base and the so-called establishment that ultimately led to Eric Cantor being primaried and losing his seat, and John Boehner deciding to just pack it up and leave because he didn't want to deal with it anymore. That's really what Mitch McConnell's going to have to deal with now. Back in 2009, when McConnell was the leader and we had an opposition president come into office, it was such a very different Senate. Back then, you had people like, whether it was John Kerry and Ted Kennedy on the left, you had John McCain and Dick Lugar and these lions of the Senate who cared more about the institution and the establishment than their own partisanship. Well, that's not the case now. Gone are those types of people, and instead we have Josh Hawley, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, Tommy Tuberville. In the House we have QAnon people now that have infiltrated the House of Representatives. It is such a different dynamic at play, and what we're seeing, I think, right now is really the opening stages of what's going to be an all-out civil war within the Republican Party between those who still support democracy and believe that our republic comes first, and those who are willing to cast that aside in a craven attempt to try to hold on to power. And I think, again, for those who have not come forward yet, and as you said, it's kind of an act of cowardice, who haven't told us what their intentions are for later on today, take a good look at the results in Georgia, and I think you'll see that's probably the way that they're going to want to go, because this is not a winnable path. And the last thing I'm going to say, too, since we're all on the air together right now, is a happy birthday to Olivia here. Yeah, this is your birthday right now on live television at 3 in the morning on the East Coast.
Happy birthday, Olivia. That's fantastic.
It's a very normal way to celebrate. But to that point,